What kind of instrument is good for a mermaid? A guitar fish. Hi, what's going on, friends? My name is Brandon and welcome to Nature Meets Paper, the place where we go on an adventure to discover the world of marine biology. I love sharing my experiences with aquatic animals with you through science, stories, and art. It's my goal to raise awareness for beautiful bodies of water and the creatures that live in them. Please stick around to the very end to hear about this month's charity opportunity. Today we're going to be discovering the Indo-Pacific waters of the Giant Shovelnose Ray. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Glaucostegus typus are known as giant shovelnose rays, common shovelnose rays, and the giant guitarfish. They are technically a guitarfish, which are related to rays and sharks. They're thought to be the oldest form of rays around. They're in between the body style of a shark and a ray. So, where can we find the shovelnose ray? They're found in tropical West Indo-Pacific waters. They range from Thailand, New Guinea, Solomon Islands, and the north coast of Australia. When they are juveniles, they spend most of their time in mangrove and sandy, freshwater, brackish, and estuarine water. As they age and grow, they venture into deeper water along the coast. They range from 1 to 100 meters or over 300 feet deep. Shovelnose rays prefer continental and insular shelves. They are benthic associated and spend most of their time swimming or hiding in the sediment. So, how am I going to paint this animal? I have a photo from the top down. I'll paint it sitting on sand as the sunlight is lazily floating down on it. I use 3 steps when painting. I block in, model, and add detail. Blocking in is thin layers of paint with large brushes, general shapes, and placement of color. It is my base layer. I tint my canvas with burnt umber so that I can get truer color mixing. Painting on white makes the colors seem darker than they are, and I have found that it is easier to get better, brighter colors if I have a tinted canvas. During modeling phase, I get textures and midtones as well as my darks. I use mixing white to tone down my colors. Then during detail phase, I use small brushes and add details and final highlights. I use titanium white during this phase. Let's move to physical appearance and behavior. What are we looking for when identifying the giant shovelnose ray? Well, this is a unique animal for sure. They have a unique body. It is a mix between a shark and a ray. It has a shark body and a ray's head. They're light to dark brown on their dorsal surface, well, depending on the region, and cream on their ventral surface. They don't have any unique identifying markings on them, but they have a distinctive body. These rays can grow up to 8 feet long. And yes, we can take a length for this fish. They aren't like a ray where you can measure across the disc. Now let's start at the head. They have a broad triangular head that connects to their pectoral fins. They have a dark line running from the center of their head to the nose, and light patches on either side. Their eyes are high on the head, followed by gill openings. Then the body goes from flat to cylindrical. Their pectoral and pelvic fins are flat to the sides, but they have tall shark-like dorsal and adipose fins. They have a large top-lobed caudal or tail fin with hardly any bottom lobe. This makes sense since they are found in the sediment or on the sediment. They can't have large fins underneath them rubbing against the sand all day. Their mouth is located under their body, and they have crushing dental plates. It is like a ray's mouth. I know it is hard to see all of the detail from above. I will add shadows to give the illusion of depth and height to these fins. Let's move to behavior. There is something puzzling me. I never saw the shovel ray move. And so how do they move? Do they move like a shark or a ray? It turns out they do both. They primarily move their body side to side, undulating their body, catching water with their fins. But they can also use their pectoral fins to move quickly or to hop up off of the sediment. Another fun behavioral question is, how do they see what is under their nose? Their eyes are on top of their head, and they have a really large nose. Well, since they are related to rays and sharks, they have electrosensory pits by their mouth called ampullae of Lorenzini. This allows the shovelnose ray to see and sense the electricity given off by muscles. Now, apparently, they will try to cover themselves in sand to avoid predation. They aren't good at hiding at all. It gives up partway through digging and it will stick its fins out of the sand. But I'll give it an A for effort. Let's move to diet and how the shovelnose ray is doing. What do they eat? They eat crabs, shrimp, worms, small fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. They don't seem too picky. They use their dental plates to crush their prey. It is like the cownose ray that we learned about previously. How are they doing? The IUCN Red List has them listed as critically endangered. This study was conducted in December 2018. And why are they critically endangered? It turns out that they are a key species in bycatch and purposeful fisheries. They get tangled in drag nets and sometimes don't survive. They're also taken for their fins and meat. They're also used in commercial aquarium trade to raise awareness of this beautiful creature. Look, it worked. I am making a video on one since I saw it. Let's do our part and limit bycatch and limit the take of rare animals from the wild. Let's move to the last segment of our adventure. What was my personal encounter with the giant shovelnose ray? And how is my painting coming along? By this time, I am adding highlights with titanium white and adding small details with small brushes. This gives the painting a texture and depth. I make sure that my darks are dark and my lights are light. This helps give contrast. I have found that even if my colors aren't perfect but my contrast is right, the painting still feels real. I don't have a long story about this funny animal. I was in Scottsdale at the Odyssey. This beautiful giant guitar fish was just resting on the sand. I had never seen anything like it. I didn't know if it was a ray or a shark. It turns out it is neither. But it just sat there while other rays were swimming by. The sun was out and making awesome patterns of light on the sand. And I hope I captured the likeness of the giant shovelnose ray. There we have it, this painting is finished. What do you think? I think it rocks. If you would like to subscribe and ring the notification bell, it would really help this channel grow. I do my best to post new content every other weekend. This month, I'm helping in a little bit different way. I'm not donating any money, but I'm gonna be serving my time. So what I'm gonna be doing this month is I'm going to be helping 3 or more people in my local community with things that they need. So, you know, if they need their yard being taken care of or different things like that. So my goal is 3 different people this month. I know some of you will do way more than that, and some of you 3 is a pretty big number. So what I'm having you do is go out, serve your community. You could be your neighbors, your friends, your family, or you could be a stranger. If you know that they need help, right? Just spend a little bit of time with them, get to know them a little bit, and be a blessing to them. It might not feel like a lot, but if enough of us get together this month and help each other, it's gonna have a really big impact. Did you know that I sell the art on this channel? I sell my originals as well as limited and unlimited prints. My originals have glitter, glass bead, gel medium, or pearlescence on them to make them play with light. My limited edition prints have this as well, so that they're as close to the original as possible. My unlimited don't have this. Now, I use Feather & Fox Print Company on Whidbey Island. They're wonderful people and they have really nice quality. If you're ever in, or if you're ever ordering anything, say hi, tell them hi for me. They really like to hear that. Now, they're not a sponsor of this channel, they're just a company that I use, and they're really good, and I've been using them for several years, and I love their quality. Thank you so much for watching. Spread love, curiosity, and creativity. I've been Brandon, and I will see you in our next adventure. Now, my originals have glitter, glass bead, gel medium, and pearlescence or pearlescence on them. Not and.